the National Football League finds us in the Bayou State. The Who Dat chant ringing behind us as we are ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go here in New Orleans. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a fifth-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
On third down, it's Rattler. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A 6-yard loss.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
The Saints will punt this one away. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Chase Young getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Tyrone Tracy.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. Returnable from the 17. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
Newman on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and short yardage. And here's Rattler. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Blocked. That ties the game.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. On play action, it is Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Giants.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. To the goal line and in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Velus Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. In motion goes Cooks. A play fake. Now, Rattler. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to make his way out about that. Did not work his plan. Good size loss to take on 1st down.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
That's good for a Saints 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Rattler. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And fortunately, a Saint was able to get on it quick, so they're going to keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Here comes the jet sweep. And he's going to have the 1st down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
A gain of 9 yards.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for another.
That is a big gainer for the Saints. 31 yards.
17-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Rattler going to throw on 1st down. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. We'll try and run for this with Kamara. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and goal.
So first things first, you want to make sure that you pick up a fresh set of downs. He does that. Of course, he would have loved to have gotten the touchdown, but got a feeling he's going to get another shot here, this time from the 1.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. Nowhere to go, he is taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw it. Here's Rattler. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the 1st quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the 2nd?
Here's Blake Grupe for the Saints. A field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints are on the board. It's 7-3.
Kicker. Defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. That one is complete, and he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. It's up
His kick
and through.
is good.
The Saints will tie things up at
That ties the
7-7
game at
here
7.
in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. On the ground, here's Tracy. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Pete Werner there to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, now Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. Ryan Brzee in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
23 yards.
23 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
And this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
The 3rd down pass. Chase Young on the tackle. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Giants will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll go play action here with Rattler. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 3rd and 2, it's Rattler. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 4th down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Giants leading this one early. More from New Orleans after this. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for New Orleans. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He's going to run it. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Giants.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll take this down to the 47. Devon Gotcho there on the tackle.
Devon Gotcho on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
2nd down and 8. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Kool-Aid McKinstry
He was brought
up
down
to
by
make the tackle.
Kool-Aid McKinstry. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Moving to his right. He'll try to run for it.
Jackson Dart on the scramble.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that. And this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 8 does it. A very quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The tackle made back
The offense thinks that they can just kind
of
of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Kamara.
Offside. Defense. A penalty is declined.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off play action. Here's Rattler. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Another shot for Rattler here on 2nd and 10. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, New Orleans.
Saints, 1st down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
On the handoff, it's Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Down behind the line of
and they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Looking to throw, Rattler. His pass right side, taken in by Cooks. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, sets up third down
and 10.
Here's Rattler. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he'll take this one in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown Saints.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Groupie now, on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Saints are on top. It's 14-10.
Giants 10.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here comes Tracy, and he'll get about 5.
Tracy, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. He'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Scalaboo. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
At their own
The
20-yard
Saints
line.
offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. Looks able to pull that one in. He's close to a first down. The gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, New Orleans.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
It's a give now to Kamara. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
1st and 10.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 7. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Now Rattler gonna throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Saints.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Olave is the motion man. Here's Rattler on 1st and 10. Throw right side to Olave. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage. And here's Rattler. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
A loss of 7.
If this
It's
quarterback's
fourth down.
offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Paid for this?
Here's Blake Groupie for the
Groupie
Saints.
for the
A field goal
Saints field
try.
goal.
This
A
from extra point
33-yard
range, a
attempt.
33-yard field goal attempt.
His kick
Groupie's
is
kick
good.
is good. And
Makes
the
the
Saints
score
will open up a
17.
touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. Olszewski now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take
The
over.
Giants take over.
Giants offense about ready to take over once more. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
He's tackled
It's a nice
at the
start to the
34
drive,
yard
a
line.
gain of 10,
It's
and a
gain
quick
of 10.
first down.
First down, New York.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to New Orleans. After this, from the 34 now, it's first and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
He takes off, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
There he goes again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On second down, Dart. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. On first and 10, here is Dart. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Complete to Jalen
A
Hyatt.
gain there of 16 yards.
16 yards.
First down,
First down,
Giants.
Giants.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes the score.
And the Giants are able to cut it to 4, 17-13.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway.
Blake
Third
Murphy
quarter
to
set
kick
to
off for
commence.
the Saints.
And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Tracy looking to run, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Beats the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down, New York.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, here's Tracy. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
The tackle by Isaac Yaddo. A gain of 7. First down, New
So,
York.
Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Motion man is Hyatt. A run here with Tracy on second down. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third and 9. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The Giants sending out their punters. That is terrific.
The Saints take over
out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10.
You guys are garbage.
Moving the tight end right. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The shotgun, it's Rattler. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 6 yards
Sometimes
to go.
it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On third down, it's Rattler. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Spencer Rattler. A 7-yard gain. That's good for the Saints. First down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
A loss of 2.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. This one on target to Olave. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
3rd and 1.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And that ought to be enough. Yeah, he's got the first down up to the 25-yard line.
And the Saints First down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's Kamara. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Rattler to throw here on second down. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate faulty punt team. It's fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. The Giants offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with first and 10. Throwing is Dart. Forced to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
A carry here for Tracy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
He's brought down.
Call it a gain of 13. First down, Giants.
First down.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
To the air on second down. Dart. He'll step up and run. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Giants.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. That's going to bring up third down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for first and goal. Here's a run with their tight end. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
I don't mind the play call, but it's really just the execution. Like, it's got to be cleaner than that. They've got to give him some more space, some more opportunity, especially for a guy who's not used to really carrying the ball very often. So he's not going to have the same vision and the same cuts as the back, and so it's got to be better blocked and better executed.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Jackson Dart, touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
A try here for the extra point.
For the extra point.
He knocks it through. And the Giants go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara is set to take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. Up the sideline at the 35. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick
Saints.
first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Throwing now is Rattler. That's caught by Stoll. He'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
That's good.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. A run here with Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got enough. They convert on third down.
Another Saints first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run.
41-yard line.
Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Rattler going to throw on first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Rattler now back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 7.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Saints first
It's
down.
a gain of 11. And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard
Third downs,
line.
Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll try to throw it again. Here's Rattler. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
13 yards on the
Another
play.
catch on the drive. This
That's
one
good
for 13
for
yards.
another
And another
Saints.
first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Fourth quarter begins with Kamara. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Kamara. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
He was taken down behind
A
the
field
line
goal
of scrimmage.
only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
Throwing is Radcliffe. Escaping to his left. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants come up with it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And they'll get him down just beyond the 10-yard line.
Tracy, the ball carrier.
It's a gain of 10.
He was brought
That's enough
down
for
at
a
the
quick
10-yard line.
first down.
It's a gain of 10.
And this running game has really
First
been
down,
rolling, Mike,
New York.
all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he finds a little bit of space.
Tracy,
He'll take
ball
this
carrier.
forward for a gain of
He
4.
was brought down by Kool-Aid McKinstry. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 5. On the play fake, here's Dart. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he's taken down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
23 yards
First
on
down,
that pass
New
play.
York.
That's good for a Giants first down.
A waste of time. This is it. I'm not having fun anymore. Step it up.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything. Because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Carl Granderson. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now, let's check on the flag.
Still third down.
Penalty yardage moves them closer for this third down attempt. It is 3rd and 4. Here's Dart. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
And the Giants first down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
The first down pass. DeMario Davis on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. There's a handoff to Scatterboot. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch.
New York.
Cam Scatterboot. Touchdown, New York. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Saints 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Kendre Miller. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 9.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Giants come up with it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Giants offense ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose? And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. They get 25 on that connection. First down, New Orleans.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
2nd and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. Off play action. Brian Burns getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. 3rd and long. And here's Rattler. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And it brings up 4th down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
A 36-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Dart. In trouble, and down he goes. Nathan Shepard in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 32 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 16-yard
The Saints
line.
offense and Spencer Rattler set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Throwing on first down, it's Rattler. Taking off. And he's going to give himself, but not before he picks up the first down.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Saints. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards
Now
on the
second
pickup.
and inches.
It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
Pass.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
He's got his man. That's Olave. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. Throwing again, Rattler. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
He'll step up and run this. And he'll slide to a halt, but he does have the first
A
down.
gain of 12 yards. That's good for another Saints. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
This has been a great drive and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
This one caught at the 4.
Rattler's pass complete to Chris Olave. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and goal. Shaheed in motion. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
The tackle made
Saints
by
going to
Bobby
use their
Okereke.
second timeout. And they'll
It's a
stop
loss
it
of
with a
4.
little over
Brings
30
up third
left in the
and
game.
goal.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. In motion goes Cooks. They'll try to throw it. Here's Rattler. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And now the decision is go for 2. That's a gutsy call, and
The
really,
Saints
in effect,
will line up
it's
for the
ball game
two-point
right here.
conversion.
They'll try to run
The
with
attempt at the
Kamara.
two-point conversion
And
is
he's
good.
not going to get there.
The score,
They
Giants
stop him
27,
short, and this
Saints
remains
26.
a 1-point game.
What is this? What's going on, guys? What?
You guys are embarrassing us. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man, up it up. They turns it on. Man, come on!
In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Uh-oh. And he'll be taken
Onside
down.
kick is
We'll see if they
recovered by
want to
the
use that
Giants.
final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
Deep. Put him down.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a road win here for the Giants. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.